Subaru Stage 3 2019 Santos Women's Tour Down Under.
104.5 kilometres out on course for the ladies today from Nairn to Stirling. And a fairly leisurely start for the day, Anna.
Yes, I think the peloton was enjoying the fantastic crowds that came to see them off from Nairn to Stirling as they turned right into Balhanna towards Oakbank. That pace didn't stay slow too long. They wound it up to speeds of between 60 and 80 kilometres an hour.
Well, it never does. Team Tibco taking responsibility for the pace. Lauren Stevens, she was second here last year. They're pretty motivated to make their mark again on the Santos Women's Tour. It's such beautiful country out there, but the roads, well, they took their toll. Staminade, Sydney Uni and B Pink hitting the front and lifting the pace into the first zip track sprint. Yes,
and we see Chloe Hosking of the LA Cipollini there starting to make her move. Sarah Roy, also from the Mitchelton-Scott team. Alison Jackson also, she starts to step out from Tipco. It's pretty close and tight towards the line there, Kate.
Well, it's not just about the GC. This zip track sprint is heating up to be quite interesting. Sarah Roy leading the competition, but Chloe Hosking fighting fairly hard to take that jersey off her shoulders. So far, 1 to Chloe. And Sarah Roy has some fight on her hands, but still plenty of kilometres left to race.
Yes, it was a stage that saw plenty of breakaway attempts, and one that stuck for a little while came from Tatiana Ryabchenko from the DVE team, heading into the Subaru Queen of the Mountain.
Well, they haven't been too active in the race so far, but it is good a couple of days in, and the Europeans have found their form in the heat and a little bit of motivation heading into the Subaru Queen of the Mountains. Well, she didn't have a lot of competition despite being out there on her own. A very solid ride, keeping a very good rhythm.
Yeah, cooler conditions today, Kate. Maybe made it for a little bit more of an animated race, which was excellent for the spectators to see, as we see Ryabchenko now coming over the line.
But the competition for the QOM is still heated up too, because this is the final points for the day. And it's the LA Cipollini of Quagliotto who takes the points. She's got the QOM jersey. She will keep that Subaru jersey for the tour now that there aren't any sprints left, and good to take the jersey away.
Yeah, there's a Subaru Queen of the Mountains now being decided. There's still 3 jerseys up for grabs as Ryabchenko comes back to the peloton.
And Mitchelton-Scott taking to the front now. They've got the ochre jersey on Amanda Spratt's shoulders. Lucy Kennedy, what a ride up Mengler Hill she had yesterday too. And Mitchelton-Scott, well, the pressure is on them. Everybody's eyes on that team to take responsibility for the race.
The pressure is on them as we actually see some of the locals, Batman and Robin, out to support. Even the superheroes take a day off to come and cheer on the ladies.
How good have the crowd's been, Anna? It's just been sensational to see everybody out, all the locals cheering the women on. And this is a tough day up into Stirling. They need all the cheering they can get. Lucy Kennedy setting the pace ahead of Sarah Roy in that zip track sprint jersey. The ochre jersey tucked in behind Amanda Spratt. She's looking after herself.
Absolutely. As we come into Stirling now ahead of the final zip track intermediate sprint of the day, it'll be very interesting to see who takes out the points here, Kate.
Well, in this final sprint at the 92.6 kilometre mark, so with 12k still left to race, they'd want to save a little bit of energy for that final sprint. Sarah Roy, the incumbent in that zip track sprint jersey, leading into the sprint. She's got Alison Jackson hot on her heels. Jackson makes the move and Roy doesn't respond. Jackson takes the points easily. Roy in second, but look at that. Amanda Spratt in the ochre jersey just ducking in behind. Only 10k left to race and she's looking after herself.
Yeah, well, Sarah Roy, we can see her here. She's on the front. She's driving the pace for the Mitchelton-Scott team. They're in a prime position to strike.
But it's Trek Segafredo who have made the move. Oh, look at the strain on the Mitchelton-Scott riders. Grace Brown leading there ahead of Gracie Elvin. Amanda Spratt tucked in just behind. You can just see how tough these riders are doing it. But Trek Segafredo, Longo Borghini and Ruth Winder are tucked in there amongst that green and black of the Mitchelton-Scott. And Grace Brown, well, she's riding away. What a step-up rider from the girl from Camperdown, Victoria.
And Rachel Nayland making a move also on the outside from the Uni SA team. And we've also got Ruth Winder there from the Trek Segafredo team heading towards the finish.
Well, a slog up to this finish line, but Grace Brown, well, she does not relent. And she crosses the line to take the stage victory.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. It was the team plan for me and Gracie to have a go in the final here. And it's really awesome. After all the hard work that I get a victory myself, so yeah.
Yeah, another great day for the team. Most of the stage they were just controlling it and making sure nothing dangerous got up the road, which was perfect. And then we said in the final we really wanted to work for Grace and Gracie, and actually Grace had already done a monster amount of work on the front in that final 10k, and then just never died in the lead out, and she's just been so strong in all the races so far and such a great teammate already, so I'm really, really happy for her.
Well, a brilliant day for Grace Brown, the Australian time trial champion, Rachel Nayland and Ruth Winder wrapping up the podium. Gee, there's been some incredible ding-dong battles out there, Anna.
Absolutely, and Amanda Spratt, she retains the ochre jersey. It was a pleasure to present those flowers to her today. Stage 4 of the Street Circle will be exciting. We'll be there live to cover all the action, Kate.
Well, and it does look like the GC's wrapped up, but Anna, anything can happen. Stage 4 coming up tomorrow around the city of Adelaide. I can't wait.
Crowd support Amanda Spratt. You've got the ochre leaders jersey again.